Kevona Davis opens her outdoor season with a meet record. And in our daily champs update, Oneika Mcanuff defends her 400-meter hurdles title. And drama in the Class 2 boys 100-meter finals. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. And finally, leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, are you ready? Yep, good to go. Hydel High School's track and field captain Oneika Mcanuff has been leading from the front, leading by example, so to speak. Last night in the girls' open 400-meter hurdles, she successfully defended her title after, if you remember, winning the silver medal in a real battle against Homewood Technical's Rickianne Russell the previous night, that's Thursday night, in the finals of the Class 1 women's 400 meters. This young lady is something special. Mcanuff exhibited her brilliance as a tactician in this 400-meter hurdles final and won eventually in a time of 56.46 seconds ahead of Tony Ann Beckford of Edwin Allen High, who came second in a time of 57.14, with Aliyah Baker of Hydel High School taking that third spot in a time of 58.37 seconds. Mcanuff dominated this race and showed not only her class but her experience. She ran a brilliant race, people. Tactically on point, knew what she needed to do, and clearly managed her race properly. Remember, this young lady, Rickianne Russell, and her had fought a bitter battle where she ended up taking that second spot behind Rickianne Russell of Homewood Tech in the 400-meter Class 1 women's finals just Thursday night. I mean, that alone says, but that to me is big news, and I would have declared her the athlete of the day. Big up to you, Oneika Mcanuff of Hydel High School. So this one is more a question than it is anything else. Now, Mackenzie Long yesterday ran 10.80 seconds in the women's 100 meters. This was at the Texas Relays in the prelim of the 100-meter heats.
Nine are open. Charlton was having a good start, but in lane 5 it is Mackenzie Long who's going to win the heat and automatically qualify to tomorrow's final. Flash time 10:80. We're going to see a lot of very fast times because of the tailwind that they are enjoying on that backstretch and on the home stretch. So Mackenzie Long automatically qualifying, 3.5 meters of wind. So it is coming down, but it's still.
Here's my question. I see this being shared on social media. 10.80 seconds in 100 meters would be very impressive, but there's a problem. She had a plus 3.9 or 3.6 wind behind her. She was almost like gale force wind pushing her. And you know, it's this question I've always asked. I mean, why do we feature athletes? When I just started doing these videos, I would talk about this, but I didn't quite understand until I did some more research and realized that, you know, you're going to run insanely fast times if you have that kind of wind behind you. And some of the wind plus wind factor, the Texas Relays yesterday was like plus 6.7. That's insane. That's gale force wind pushing you. So should we talk about athletes when they run these sort of wind assisted races? That's my question to you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, this young man from Kingston College, Ricardo Clark, in the Class 2 100-meter finals on Wednesday, he was impeded by Calabar's Kamani Gordon, and I guess he was just so distraught and so upset because he looked as if he could have medaled people. He reacted in a manner that was really not very sports-like. The fact is, he attempted to have a scuffle with a young man from Calabar. He was so distraught. Now, according to the World Athletics Rule 18.5, he has been disqualified for unsportsmanlike sportsmanlike behavior, and the young man from Calabar has been disqualified for impeding an athlete during a race. Now, yes, I went to KC. And yes, I probably do have some sort of prejudices. But here's the truth. The entire concept of athletics is about discipline. And I know he's very young. So I agree with the ruling. They both should have been disqualified. I am really sorry that he lost his opportunity. And it's hard to say to him that there'll be more opportunities. And honestly, I kind of understand, because he was clearly very, very distraught, as you could see in that brief clip that we got from the Jamaica Observer. Big up to the Jamaica Observer. But people, this kind of behavior cannot be tolerated, and it's better he learns a lesson now at this age than when he's a full-blown adult and we're going to have some kind of problems. But here's the thing I'm going to ask of all of you. Do not judge this young man based on this behavior for the rest of his natural life. And sometimes people do this nonsense. He's a teenager. He's worked hard. He was impeded. He probably would have medaled based on what I was seeing. So clearly he was very distraught. So please, 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 I agree with the ruling, but do not judge this young man, based on this moment in his life for the rest of his life. Now, Jamaica's Kevona Davis, who reps for the Texas Longhorns, ran the anchor leg in a meet record-breaking 4x100 meter relay team for, of course, Texas Longhorns. Texas Longhorns, apologies. The team, which comprised of Julian Alfred, the 60 meter collegiate record holder and national champion for the NCAA in the 60 meters. On the opening leg, Zini Abba. On the second leg, Lane Thomas on the third leg, and Jamaica's Kevona Davis on the anchor leg ran and won in a meet record time of 42.38 to qualify to today's finals. Here is that run.
200 meters in collegiate record times, the only collegian ever to
you up really well for the 100 going into the out.
So Jamaica's Kevona Davis opens her season with a meet record, anchoring the Texas Longhorns to home to victory. Let's see what happens for them in today's finals happening over there at the Texas Relays. What do you think about what I said about that young man, Ricardo Clark from Kingston College? People know that young man was very distraught. You know how hard he worked. But he has to learn to keep his emotions under check. We have to do it. It's hard, but we have to learn to do that, because that's why we have so much problems all around us. People do silly things. And we want him to learn this lesson. But again, please do not judge him for the rest of his life. It's momentary. He's a young man, and you can understand why he was so distraught. I hope he understands why the ruling was made, both him and the young man from Calabar. And what do you think about this thing where we talk about athletes running these crazy fast times with hurricane gale winds behind them, pushing them? What do you think about that? Should we even post those runs? Should anybody say so and so ran 10.6 with a plus illegal wind behind them? Should it even be posted? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings, and queens. Bless up.